Hi, this is Attorney Mike Graham. I'm coming to you from Chicago as usual, and today we're going to take a look at some of the highlights from the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. I've been watching it over on Legal Bites. Big shout out to Legal Bites. They are streaming the entire trial. She's having a bunch of good attorneys in there. It's really fun. I plan on going over there from time to time as the trial progresses. But these are just a few of the selected bits from what I saw today. The plaintiff put a witness on, and he is really good, and it's interesting. There's just a lot of stuff that happens there, but it does get a little spicy.
Mr. Depp calling Amber Heard a cunt and saying that it was her fault.
Brown mark on her cheek, and that she's been to a divorce. She went to go file for divorce. That's how I found out.
Were you surprised when you saw that?
Surprised is not the word. It's like, what the hell is this? What's going on? And at that point, after everything I've seen, I looked at her. I said, "Listen, me and you, we're not going to talk anymore. After everything that I've just seen all week long, from the past week and change, listen, I'm confused, I'm angry, and I'm frustrated by everything that I've seen. And that I think the best thing is for me and you that we don't talk anymore."
Did she say anything in response?
Yes, in response to that, she looks at me and she says, "I told Johnny I don't want anything. The lawyers are making me do all of this."
Oh, wow.
And that's what she said.
A little bit of a sidebar. Yeah, now they're going to probably start to object a bit more. I'm actually surprised that they didn't try to object more throughout this, because he would go on for a long time. He gets into a really great flow. He holds people's attention. Everybody loves him.
He's a good witness. He's devastating.
Oh my God. I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but he was even talking about how he was like, "I loved Amber. She was the nicest person. She was so hospitable. She would bring me food. She would bring me drinks. She would always say, like, what can I get for you?"
Yeah.
I loved her, but I didn't see any marks on her face. That's exactly the kind of witness that Johnny would want here, because that is the kind of person that the jury is going to trust.
Yeah, we'll see how he holds up on cross, but on direct, he's likable, and his character, he is a character, but he's congruent. That is really who he is, and juries love that. Somebody being themselves.
Yes.
It's not a show, or at least if it is, he's doing it well.
And waiting for the elevator, and Whitney does this to Amber. And hits her, like hitting her in the face, going pow, and then they start laughing.
Did Ms. Heard react at all in that video to the fake punch that you observed Whitney throw?
Yeah, she's laughing. After doing it, they both, laughing at with each other.
Mr. Brue, do you know who Elon Musk is?
Sure.
Have you ever seen Mr. Musk in person?
Yeah.
Where did you see him in person?
First time was I'm getting into the elevator on the rooftop, penthouse level. I'm going into the elevator, and he's coming out of the elevator, going past me.
And when did that take place?
This is after May. This is sometime June, it could be July, but after May.
In that same year, 2016?
Yeah.
And when was the second time that you saw Mr. Musk?
One morning, waking up and going and opening up the shades to the bedroom, and it's on the second floor, and it overlooks the balconies, our adjoining balconies, because my balcony joins with John and Amber's balcony, and that opening up the shades, I see Elon Musk going through the balcony door on their side to then walk down a common corridor to that then at the end leads to a door that you walk out to the rest of the rooftop. And you go to the pool, you go to the gym and stuff. So I'm looking out, and the view out the window is of both of our balconies. So that's where I saw him.
Mr. Bruce, how long have you known Mr. Depp?
Met him, I believe, in 1980, and what's 42 years.
Have you ever
what's the
seen
question
Mr.
again?
Depp be violent when angry with Ms. Heard?
No. Well, from what I said from before, there was an argument that I walked in, so there's that, but have I ever seen him be violent to her with physicality? No.
Did you ever see him hit her?
Never.
Did you ever notice anything unusual about Ms. Heard during the time that you were living next door to her at the Eastern Columbia building?
Besides having great teeth, no.
Mr. Bruce, are you appreciative of
The 22nd, your birthday?
22nd, Sunday, yes.
Okay. So when you showed it the first time, you went like this, right? And then the next time when you said you did the kisses, you went like this. What's your typical way of kissing women when you greet them?
I'm not understanding any of what you just did.
Okay. So when well, I'll just leave it at Amber. I take it that you would regularly kiss Amber on the cheek to say hello and to say goodbye?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And tell us how you did that.
objection?
Could you
Your Honor?
show us how you did that?
Which time? Regularly?
Did you have a different way of kissing her on the cheek different times? Or did you have a general way that you would greet or say goodbye to Amber with kisses?
It's a regular, you give a peck on the cheek, or, like you just touch cheeks and
Okay.
that's that.
So it's a pretty soft, it's kind of like almost a superficial one, or is it a really hard one on the cheek?
Oh my God. Come
Not
on.
hard on the cheek.
No, it's,
His
you
reactions
kiss someone
to it are
on the
very
side of the cheek.
sincere and
I don't
very
know, pressure-wise,
relatable,
what
too.
kind of talk is there?
I mean, is
lip
it just
talk?
one of these little pecks, or is it much harder?
No, it's a regular. You touch, you touch and boom, and that's that.
So you think it was pretty hard? You peck her on the cheek pretty hard?
Asked and answered.
Did
Your
you
Honor?
peck her on the cheek?
I'll sustain the objection to your next question.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
You also showed that you did one like this. Did you ever do a two kiss when you greeted Amber? Two cheeks?
No, I'm not European. No, you give, Europeans,
All right.
both sides. Sometimes you even three. Bam, bam, bam. But
you never did that.
No.
All right, let's go to the fake punch. I want to make sure that I understand exactly what you remember
Europeans
seeing.
in the chat.
You
say
said
what
that
up.
it was 2 to 3 weeks into June. Is that correct?
Amber's on the left, Whitney's on the right. They're hanging out. Can I stand up?
Yes, sir. About to get it.
And so here's Amber, here's Whitney, and they're hanging, waiting for the elevator. And Whitney they're looking at each other, yapping or whatever they're doing. And Whitney goes like this. Just a fake pow. And then they both start laughing. And then they're just standing there yapping, doing what they're doing.
And how close does Whitney's fist get to Amber?
Oh, I'm watching this. It's a fake thing. It's not like she went and she hit her own sister.
No, but I'm
She
asking
didn't go
how
and hit
close.
her. She just, going pow. If here's my face, if here's my face, it's just coming by. Fake punch going by. Just, that far.
Okay.
Just making believe. It's a
Okay.
believe punch.
Okay.
It's a belief punch.
And then they both laugh, you say.
Yeah, they both, they just start,
Did you watch them get on the elevator?
no.
And I think you testified already, you're pretty angry with Ms. Heard, right?
When?
I wrote it down that you
Oh,
were.
about the phony pictures that were taken.
Yeah, you mean all that
And
crap she made up?
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah, that's
where did
annoying.
you have
And
that?
about and the way she's trying to
Oh!
This is a terrible
stopping
cross.
him.
Terrible.
DV claim to
This guy's running
extort
wild in
and
the streets,
blackmail,
folks.
A man, Yeah, that kind of got me
Pretty angry with it.
frustrated, confused, angry, upset.
Oh.
Yes, which is why I said the best thing for us to do is not to talk to each other.
Okay. And
Yes.
and was it fair to say you're still angry with her?
Oh, you know something? It's 6 years.
But
It's
we just heard you
6
give your
years.
version.
Am I angry anymore? I'm not, what I am is tired, and I want this all to end. Her to go heal, him to go heal. So, so many people have been affected by this malicious lie that she started and she created, and it's gone out the door and around the world.
Why are you asking these questions?
I can't even paint anymore. I've stopped painting for the last who knows how many years, and that's affected by
Are you
stuff.
still going?
Wow.
I'm not angry at anybody. I want the best for her to take her responsibility, heal, and move on.
He's coming
Move
across
on.
very reasonable to
And
me.
for Johnny,
Yes.
I don't know how he's been the whole time.
his family has been completely wrecked by all of this stuff, and it's not fair. It's not right what she did and what happened for so many people to get affected from this.
He is destroying
It's
her.
insane.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Baruch,
That's how this happened.
He's going to
Mr.
try to
Baruch, if in
paint it
fact
as anger.
she's telling the truth, and if in fact Mr. Depp, who has engaged in enormous rage and domestic abuse and
I'll
violence of
try to
Amber
come
over
back
a period
later.
of time
Okay.
that you wouldn't know about, then maybe it's time for him to take
Judge, the results are
responsibility,
in.
Don't you think?
Objection, Your Honor.
That was good.
Speculation. Lack of foundation. Relevance.
Speculation.
Everything.
So it's
It's
horrible
on everything.
cross-examination.
He just
I
went
can't.
off on this rant and rave about assuming that she's,
You asked questions.
I didn't ask a question that launched
You didn't
that.
stop
I'm
him.
going to sustain the objection.
Okay,
All right, next
you don't,
question.
I'll ask this.
Okay.
Mr. Baruch, you don't know whether Mr. Depp has committed domestic violence of Amber Heard, do you?
I never witnessed.
Good answer.
I never saw or witnessed whatever type of claim that is being said.
Yeah.
Ever.
There you go. Good
I've
answer.
never seen him be violent since teenagers from first
I didn't
meeting.
ask you that. I said you don't know whether he has committed domestic
Repeat your
violence or
answer.
abuse on Amber Heard. Isn't that
You should have
correct?
stopped
Repeat your
him.
answer.
That was a
Ask and
shit.
answer.
That's correct. I
Stop.
did
Okay.
not witness any
There you go.
physical
Right.
violence.
So
Good.
you have seen Mr. Depp use drugs as well as drink and be drunk, correct?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Now,
Good.
I
how,
partake.
He's like, I did it a lot.
I'm going to ask you to
I
take a
partake
look.
with him.
Let's pick up. Depp. All
Love
right,
to
does this
have him on as a
refresh your
guest.
recollection that Mr. Depp referred to Amber Heard as a cunt, and in fact, rotting corpse is decomposing?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustain the objection. Rephrase.
Yeah, I say yeah. I'm seeing it here, so obviously, yeah, it was said.
Okay.
It was written.
And then
he's
go to
so
59,
authentic.
please.
He's not trying to hide anything, and that is so perfect.
And
Even with these,
when you had to move
Seemingly
out
bad facts.
of the penthouse to go to Sweetser, do you recall Mr. Depp telling you that this was Amber's fault and referring to her as a cunt?
Never
Can I
gets old.
read this
Yes,
thing
please.
Never
first,
does.
so that
Yes,
way I
please.
see what's going on?
I don't get it.
Well, there you have it. I thought that was just a very interesting witness, very effective for the plaintiff in this case. He just came across as believable. He had good proximity. He lived right next door to them, so he was able to observe a lot. He is a lifelong friend of Johnny Depp. There's no two ways about that, but he doesn't hide that, and he comes across as very credible. Also, I think the defense did a really not a good job on cross-examination. Tactically, I disagree with the way they did it. They asked too many open-ended questions, and he just ran wild as a witness. They'd ask him open-ended questions and let him basically make arguments on behalf of Johnny Depp, and they were compelling and good, and he was credible. So I think it was not a good witness for the defense in this case. Here at Law Talk, we like to have fun with silly stuff that happens in court, and every once in a while, and completely by accident, I assure you, you might learn something. Thanks for watching.